Good day everyone, I'm ᴑᴍᴜ, your chemistry model designer, and for today we will be making an atomic structure model. And with this, it is quite unique and not just simple because we will be using reusable household materials. No money involved, you just need your household reusable materials together with your creativity and resourcefulness. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, what is an atomic structure? At first, let me discuss to you what is an atom. Now, what is an atom? An atom is the smallest particle of matter. It is composed of three subatomic particles, which is the electron, the proton, and the neutron. So the electron is the negative charge particle, while the proton is the positive charge particle, while the neutron is the chargeless or no charge particle. So basically, an atom is composed of these three particles. Now, what is an element? So an element is a pure substance that is made up of only one kind of an atom. Actually, there are lots of elements in the periodic table, like carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and so much more. But today, we will be using helium as our base in our atomic structure model. So let's get right into it and let's see our materials. The bottle cups. We will be using the bottle cups as our atom particles, which is the electron, proton, and neutron. We will be using some construction papers and some glue to cover up the text in our bottle cups. The tire wire. We will be using the tire wire as our orbit or the energy level where we place the electrons. Since we don't have a glue gun, we just need some glue sticks and a candle. But please be careful of using the candle, guys. And also some matches. Also, we have the electrical tape to cover up the tie wire for make it look better and clean to look on. And we also have some scissors. So the first step is we need to cover up the text of these bottle cups with the help of construction papers. With the help of a coin, you will use it to form a perfect round circle which would be used in covering up the text of the bottle cups. Now that we are done cutting the round circles, we will put it in the bottle cups using the glue. Now that we are done covering the text of the bottle cups, we will now move on to our nucleus. Now that we're done with our bottle cups, now let's move on with our nucleus. So I just found it as a part of a bulb. So I just get it so I can use it as my nucleus. This is our nucleus. Up next, we will cover the tire wire using an electrical tape for it to look neat and better. So this tire wire serves as the orbit where would we place the electrons.
Two hours later.
Now that we're done covering up the tire wire, next is we will put the electrons inside of it, which is these bottle cups. But make sure you will put a hole in it so you can put these electrons or the bottle cups inside the tire wire. Now that we are done, we'll put them all together and see the finished product. I'm gonna show you the final outcome. Dang! So this is the atomic structure of helium. Helium has the atomic number of 2, which means it has 2 electrons, 2 protons, and 2 neutrons. So the bottle cups represents the atomic particles, while the tire wire represents the energy level or the orbit where we can place these electrons. So the nucleus, it has 2 protons and 2 neutrons. The red one are the protons, while the green one are the neutrons. And these 2 yellow bottle cups are the electrons. The first energy level or the first orbit has 1 electron, also the second one. Now that we're done with our atomic structure model, now let's talk more about helium. Helium, it's a gas. It is used to make a balloon float. As a matter of fact, helium is the second element in the periodic table. It makes up 35% of our universe, but it's very rare here on the planet Earth. In fact, it is the only element in the periodic table that was first discovered outside of our planet. The first indications of its existence came when people were looking at the spectrum of the sun. And during eclipse in 1868, the year before Mendeleev proposed the periodic table, and they noticed a single bright yellow line. The yellow line is due to the electrons in the helium atom being excited. As an example, this guy has its own helium star. This is a glass star filled with helium glass. And if you apply very high voltage, you could excite the electrons in the helium and it emits light. And with the small spectroscope, you can look at it and see the very yellow line that was detected in the sun's spectrum. To begin with, they thought it was sodium, and then they realized it must be a new element, and because it was found on the sun, it was given the name helium from the Greek word helios, which is the sun is called in Greek, or the son of God is called. And that's pretty much it. Again, this is ᴑᴜᴜᴜᴜ, your chemistry model designer. Thank you and God bless.